Well, today I thought I'd do a walk around on my Turtleback Overland trailer. I've had it for a little over a year and it's worked really good. Thought I'd start here in the front with the hitch. The hitch on these is pretty cool because the way it's hooked up, there's no bind. So the trailer could actually spin clear around, or it can go up and down both directions the way that they've got that set up, which is really cool. And got a little bit longer tongue length so that you can really crank the Jeep around and get through some pretty tight obstacles. Coming back from there, you got the front of the trailer, and it's a 2020. I bought it just like I said, just a little over a year ago, and I got most things on it. I didn't get everything. Some stuff I may add to, but so you got a compartment here in the front, and in the front you have is where your batteries. So I got two batteries, and that's where the inverter is and all the stuff that runs all the power. This one has a 2,000 watt inverter, so it's actually, I haven't run out of power in what I've been doing. I think I've been out 3 or 4, maybe 5 days at the most. But anyway, so this is where all that takes place, and I've also got some room to put some other things, you know, when we're going camping or whatever we're doing. And then going from there, we have, so this was an option I did get. This is a shower that it actually unhooks there, and this swings out to here, and then it unzips, and then it drops down a shower curtain so that you have some privacy. And then right here is where you hook in your cord, which is in here. So you have a little shower handheld nozzle deal. And you got hot water and cold water. It's actually really nice. We've used it, you know, several times. We don't use it every time, but if we're out there for quite a few days, we'll use it, which has really been really nice. That's been really nice. Going from there, so I'm going to move back just to the first compartment there. So moving back to here, you have a front compartment. I've got a few things in here right now, but anyway, so you have a front compartment. Some people use it to put their fridge in. I don't. I keep my fridge in my Jeep, which is I like that because if I'm going to be moving, well, camping in one spot and then going and exploring or going back in some lakes or something, then I've always got my food with me. Which gives me a little more room here to put other things. I do generally carry a cooler in here. I keep water and drinks on ice because I like it on ice. So you have a compartment, you know, just to put a few extra things. And then if we move back a little bit further, all right, moving back a little further, this is has a couple side compartments. On this side, we have all the power that runs everything. So you got your switches, you know, your exterior lighting, interior lighting, kitchen lighting, Turtleback lighting, which is kind of cool because inside the front compartment, they've got this little Turtleback stamp deal, and you turn that on, it puts a light up to you, and you can kind of tell how full your water is. And this trailer has the water tank it's a 40-gallon water tank, which is actually pretty good. I mean, that's a lot of water. And it also has a water heater that holds 7 gallons, I think, if I remember right. So you're looking at about, you know, 47 gallons of water. But anyway, everything's run right here. You got your on and off, you know, everything's right here. And then you also have some more place to put a few things, which I'm not super organized. I'm actually trying to figure out how to organize a little better. So maybe I'll do an update on that when I figure that all out. But anyway, so everything that kind of covers for there. Let's move around to the other side of the trailer. So on this side of the trailer, you have another door on this side to get into that front compartment from the other side. And you can see I've got a cooler in there on this side, which makes it convenient. You can get on either side. You can have stuff stacked from you can get them from different sides. Then you have this compartment here, which is kind of like the other one, but this is where your water heater is. Heats the water. It works really well. And then you have another little compartment here. So part of it's taken up with the water heater, but you have, from about, well, underneath here you have a little bit, and then this, and then that. So you have a little more stuff, a little more room to to put a few things, which is pretty nice. So another thing I have is I have 2 propane tanks. One is wired in to run the water heater, and then I have a stove, which I'll show you here in a minute, for cooking. And then this is auxiliary one you could use for, you know, lanterns, or if you have a stove or something you cook on that's not hooked into the trailer. A lot of things. Some people will use them for the little campfires that you can use with the propane. So a lot of different things you can use, and you can always use it for a backup if the other one runs out. So that's really nice. But anyway, so I went with 35s, which is giving me plenty of clearance. This one also, I upgraded to the off-road suspension, which is kind of an independent suspension, and I've been amazed at how good it works off-road, especially when you get in the bumps and stuff. It just kind of soaks it up. And then if I air down like I do with my Jeeps, it's even that much better. So really happy with that. Let's go ahead and move around to the back and take a look at the kitchen area. One thing before we move to the back though, I did get the awning, which yeah, just unzip that, and this will actually swing around, clear around to the covers the back too, where your cooking area is. And this is the Rhino rack. Use it. I don't use it all the time. I use it once in a while. It's really nice if it's raining, because we've been on a camp spot, not the summer we're just ending, but the summer before, and it flat poured. And so we put this out, and then we just set our lawn chairs underneath, and we were right by a lake, sat there and watched the rain, you know, come down on the lake. It's really nice. Anyway, okay, let's go ahead and move to the back where the kitchen is now. So before we open up the back and kind of go through the kitchen area, I did get the spare tire to go along with it, and it hooks on here and it actually swings out of the way, which we'll show you here in just a second. And then I've added some Rotopacks, 4-gallon ones, so I got an extra 8 gallons, which has been really nice, because some of the places that I go back into, by the time you go in, you camp, and then you run all over the place, I can dump that in and gets me back into either all the way home, or at least gets me back to the gas station where I can fill up so I can make it home. Let's take a look inside. So anyway, this is a little dusty back here from driving in here, but so this is the that swings out that way, and then this swings this way. Which gives you your whole kitchen area. And then I have, you know, 2 tables. So this folds down, and then on this side, on this other side, we have one that folds down as well, which gives you quite a bit of room, you know, to cook and do whatever else you're doing, even if you're, you know, editing stuff or whatever. And then you've got 3 different sections here. So the first one, the bottom one, this is where your sink is. Like I said, it's got hot water and everything, which is really nice. And then you have a stove, which is super nice. And then you have a compartment down here you can put a few things in. I carry, you know, a couple different things in there, some cutting boards and stuff. And then a little bit of a drawer here, which is where I keep my the matches and lighters and some of that kinds of stuff. So that's the bottom drawer. The next one up is, this is all shelving or compartment to put you know, any of your cooking or plates. So I got plates in here. I carry extra Ziplocs, different things like that. So whatever you want to use it for, food, just whatever you want to use it for. It can either from camping or you know, whatever you decide. Another one up on top, which just more room. So it's actually pretty nice. Really gives you a lot of room, you know, to go out for quite a few days and have it, you know, pretty convenient. But anyway, so I really like this setup. I've been really happy with it. It's a really well built trailer. But anyway, that kind of covers the drawer system. One thing extra that I did get up on top is this actually folds out. And I keep chairs up there, but it's made so you can actually put a table up there. I think it's like a Costco table, a folding table you can slide in up there and can give you even more room if you needed it. I haven't really needed that, so I've just put my chairs up there. So that's a nice add-on. And then I also got this container here, which you can use it for fishing poles. If you have an extra tent, you can put tent poles in there. I use it for fishing poles most of the time, and it's worked really well. It keeps them out of the way, keeps them, out of the dust and out of the way inside the vehicle. It's worked really well for me. So that's been I'm glad I actually upgraded with that on there as well. And then one last thing, is I did go ahead and have them put a 23-0 tent. So I think this is supposed to be around the queen size, which has been really nice. It's got the darkening inside, so even in the morning when the sun comes up, unless you look at the seams or the crack, certain areas you can't even tell it's light outside. So that's been really nice. I like the tent. Something I think I would mind doing. This one does take a bit of time to set up and take down. And in the future, I'd like to try a hard shell tent that's just quicker to put up and down and less effort. So that's something in the future I'd like to try. So anyway, that's a walk around of my 2020 Turtleback Overland trailer. I really like it. It's super nice for getting into areas that are, a little rougher to get into or tighter. We've had it into one lake, one of them I talked about earlier, where we sat under the awning. It's way back in. You have to have some pretty good clearance right there at the end where you're going down into the lake, but it was fun. So yeah, this is it's been a good investment, and I look forward to a lot more times getting it out and using it. Hopefully you guys can see this. This is pretty cool.